Hi, I'm Phyllis from iSew, and welcome to my channel. And today I was making a little Valentine's gift. Well, it's not so little, but I thought it would make a really nice child's gift, or anybody, a gift for anybody. And it has a pocket to put your book or some treats or whatever. So I'll show you how I make it. I have a 16-inch pillow form. So I cut a piece 39 to 40 inches long by 17 inches wide. And I take a 1/2 inch seam along the side. So that is my background color. And then I wanted to make a little heart-shaped pocket. So I got a piece of paper, I folded it in half, and drew a heart shape. And it ended up 10.5 inches across by about 8.5 inches from top to bottom. But it wouldn't have to be exactly. That's just, if you had a piece of 10-inch square fabric, 10 inches across would be good too. So just whatever size you want, whatever. And then I cut another pattern, did it the same way, drew a heart shape and then opened it up, and I measured it, and it's 6.5 across by 5.5 inches down. And as I said, it's whatever size your heart comes out. Anyway, so then I cut 2 of the large hearts in red. But you could, as I said, you could make it any color. And I cut 2 pieces of whatever you call this stuff. And I cut 2 pieces, and I wanted a fairly firm, because I don't want my heart flopping over like this when I make, this is the top of my pocket. And then you can do this 2 or 3 different ways. You can turn it right sides together and sew it all the way across round, and except leaving a little hole to open it or to turn it. Or I did it on that pillow I showed you, I turned it inside out, but on this one I am just going to zigzag or serge it all the way around. And you see, this is nice and firm up here, so it won't flop over, or shouldn't anyway. And then I cut 2 pieces of my white fabric. I could possibly have got away with 1, but I didn't want the red to come through, the color to show through the white, so I lined it. So it'll be a solid white then. So then I have to put my little message on here, be my Valentine, or I love you, or whatever you choose to put on. And to get the center of this, my machine doesn't have a great centering devices on it. So I take and print it out, match my first letter and my last letter line them up, and then I find where the center point is and put a pin. And it's right between the V and the A. And then I set it right on top of my my little heart center, and you can see this is the center of my heart, and this is my center of my. So now I will take and mark exactly where to start. Put a pin mark there, and then put a little mark right there where I start my printing with my machine. For my B, we'll start there, and I make sure I've got it straight across, keep it level all the way across, and that's my little message. And I should have it centered then. And then when I get that on, I put my lace on. If I want to make a little bow here, I'll just leave a little bit. I can always trim off if I have too much. And then sew my ribbon, or I could use embroidery floss and just sort of couch it on, or there's different ways you can decorate it up. There's another piece of lace with some ribbon through. I wouldn't use this color on this, but I don't actually have a piece of white lace right now, so it would match this kind of lace. And then I put a piece of lace around here, and I make it on the, I don't sew it on here. I separate it, of course. And I don't know whether I said or not, but I would serge this or zigzag it around or turn it, whichever you prefer. I guess I told you that. And then when I go to put this on my background, for a 16-inch pillow form, I measured it 39 inches, and that includes for the hem it. I hem this piece and I hem this piece, and I line them up. And I measure from here to here, and it's 16 inches. And my across here is 17 inches, and I take a 1/2 inch seam here. It'll be on the wrong side, of course. And then when I go to sew my heart on, I do it with a single layer of this because I don't want it to be stitched all the way through. And this is what it should look like. So then I have a nice little pocket, and my little Peter Pan book is an old book from way back when. Peter Pan's story was written in about 1911, and this is an old book, so I don't know. It's not an original copy or anything like that, but this was printed in Great Britain. So that's a long time since it's been called Great Britain. Anyway, it makes a nice little book to tuck in here. You can use bigger books, and you can put little treats in there, and that makes a nice little reading cushion. So subscribe, touch the bell to be notified. Check out my Etsy shop for my doll patterns. And if you would like a pattern for my bonnet pattern that I started, put out, one of my first videos was on a free doll pattern, bonnet pattern, a free doll bonnet pattern. I'll get it out yet. And if you email me, I'll send you one out. And if you have any questions, email me or leave a comment. And be sure and give me a thumbs up. I need some thumbs ups. I like to give everybody a thumbs up that I watch their video, unless I really don't like it. But sometimes I just think they deserve it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and bye now.